This video is about performance karate, specifically performance of kata and the rhythm in kata. Now, kata have their origins in Japanese karate have their origins going back hundreds of years to Okinawa, and even before that to China. And back in the old days, kata was the main form of practice, solo kata. And in modern karate, we have many other different, or some other different kinds of practice. But kata is still the centerpiece of what we do in a lot of ways. So, and kata has, there's many reasons for practicing kata, and one of them is for performance. It could be you're performing at a competition, could be you're performing for an exam, or just in front of your teacher and the other students. That's on the one hand. But even when you're doing it by yourself, no one's watching, it's still a performance for yourself. And the mindset should be the same in any case. And that mindset is one of combat. So you should imagine that you're in combat when you're doing kata. So rhythm in kata is something I talk to my advanced students about, the ones who have progressed beyond the 5 heian kata. And once they get beyond that, and in art school, the next one is basai dai, I say, start to be inventive, and not with the techniques themselves, but with the rhythm of the techniques. And it doesn't apply so much to the heians. I mean, as you advance up the heians, it gets a little more interpretive, but I want my students to do it mostly to a rhythm, a constant rhythm in the heians. So what I'm going to demonstrate is doing some of the heians to the beat of a metronome. And my tempo of my metronome is set to 45 beats per minute, which seems about right for me. And I will start with Heian Shodan, then I'll do Nidan, and finally Godan. And as I advance through those, Heian Shodan will be easy to do to a metronome. It'll get a little more difficult with the other ones, but I'll mostly, hopefully, be able to keep to that. So here we go. There we go. Heian Shodan. Hi. Hi. I got off the rhythm a bit, but that was my fault. I stumbled. So now we'll go to Heian Nidan, and it'll be a little more challenging. Heian Nidan. So I'm not used to doing my kata this way, so I didn't keep perfectly to it. And in fact, you shouldn't really do kata that way, to a metronome. Sometimes, for Heian Shodan you can. Sometimes we clap for beginning students doing Heian Shodan, but that's only to make them slow down. Because the tendency of most of us is to rush our kata. And I tell everyone, take little tiny rest breaks in between your moves to relax your muscles and to breathe. Now, Heian Godan, we'll see how this goes. Heian Godan. may have noticed I forgot the ki. Anyway, I'm not used to doing it. But what's the point? Let's get this off. The point is that the hands aren't that complicated, that with some exceptions, more exceptions as you advance through them, you can keep to a rhythm. It gets a little challenging with some of the combos, but that's appropriate not to use a metronome, I don't recommend that, but to keep to a fairly constant rhythm through those kata. Basadai is the time when I start to tell students, try to break away from that a little bit. Imagine what the techniques are doing in your mind, imagine how you would combine them, and put your own signature on the kata, like Basadai. We all do Basadai the same way. We all as a teacher, I try to perfect everyone's technique and my own, and but everyone's going to do it a little differently because of their character, their personality, their body type, etc., their abilities. So, and part of that is also the rhythm you use. So I'm going to demonstrate Basadai. That's the last thing I'll do. Basadai! Hi! So that's the way I did Basadai today. That's how I was feeling it. Next time I might do it a little differently in terms of the timing. The point was, there was no constant rhythm, there was no metronome. So, the moves combined as I felt it at the time. So that's what I try to encourage my advanced students to begin thinking in that way. Put their own signature onto the kata. So that's all for today. Hope you enjoyed it.